Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Expeditions Viking. Alright, we've finished our optional quest objectives to talk to all the other thanes. Let's go ahead and take our seat here next to our mother. Following the initial meet and greet, everyone toasts to your father and digs into the meal. Food covers every inch of the table, and freshly brewed mead seems to flow endlessly. You're listening to Nafia's usual complaints about her mother when Kettle perks up and slips discreetly out of the longhouse. Outside, some piece of pottery crashes against the ground, and men begin to shout. In short order, the door flies open, and the doorway is filled with Ottar Erlingsson, sword in hand. Outside, you see his brother standing over the prone form of Kettle. Ottar looks around the room with disgust. What a splendid feast for such a shit thane! Oh, them's fighting words. Ottar's gaze stops on you. He raises his sword to point at you accusingly. Elmandretta, your family had its chance to earn our respect, and you wasted it. Come outside and defend your honor, or we will burn this hall to the ground. Nafia jumps to her feet, already holding her knife. Her voice seethes with disgust. Ottar, you miserable drunkard, how dare you attack your thane's honor during her own feast? Your family will pay for this. Ottar has turned his back on you and is already walking back outside. All the other guests turn their gaze to you in anticipation. Your mother leans in to whisper in your ear. You have to handle this. If the other thanes think we're too weak to deal with such a blow against our family's honor. This will not stand. Nafia, are you with me? Nafia, stay here. I'll handle these Nidingar. Come along, Nafia. A shadow sets across Nafia's face. By the gods, he's going to make us kill him this time, isn't he? Well, maybe. New goal, retrieve your weapons from the rack by the door. And Nafia is now following you. So we now have Nafia in our party. She has spear and knife. She does not have bow. Oh, no. Ew. It is most unfortunate. Then again, she does have a fairly low perception. Huh. So that is a change. That is interesting. She's got feint, move to the other side of the target, and make the target spend its attack of opportunity. Interrupt. Tactical move. Guarding. And scouting. Fencer, flanking damage multiplier is reduced by 15% points against the character. And that looks like that's all she has. The inventory also displays a few extra useful pieces of information about each character. Here you can see the character's primary stats, as well as their current morale and whether they have any injuries. So I did jump in here, and it had a bunch of tutorials that I did already look through. I could actually upgrade some of these things already, but we'll wait until things get going a little bit more. So this is new. Under Codex, we've got Timeline. Freya's Day, the 15th of February, year 789, and Sun's Day, the 17th of March, year 789. I'm not sure exactly what this entails. And then we've got factions. Clansmen, respected, 50. And Ribe, neutral. But we did get a +1 with them, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our stuff. Heirloom sword. Let's just take all. There we go. Now that you've taken your weapons, it's time to equip them. Click on the inventory icon to open up the inventory and equip your items. Okay, so we've got some mead. Let's go ahead and put that down there. We've got our heirloom sword. Go ahead and put our shield on and our old bow. There we go. Nafia has a simple spear and a knifer. Okay, out we go. shall take care of these, rude bastards. Most of the guests follow you outside and form a half-circle behind you. You're dimly aware of the other thanes muttering among themselves. Nathia runs over to Kettle to help him back on his feet. A streak of blood runs from his hair down his cheek, but it looks like he can still fight. 4 against 1. This is what the sons of Erlinger Thorgisl's son consider a fair fight? Odar's brother Tost sneers. He sounds drunk. Ooh, that's interesting. Shut your mouth, woman. He started it. So we've got, because of diplomacy, we can say, go home, you fools. I know our families have never been on good terms, but if we spill each other's blood tonight, the killing will never stop. Will you be all right, Kettle? You snakes, you will die for this. If you crave a fight so much, there are proper ways to handle this. Does your father know you're here, destroying his name? Let's go with the first option. In the back, the youngest of Erlinger's sons, Are, is looking increasingly distraught. She's right, Odar. This is not what father would want. Odar groans with irritation. Doesn't matter what father wants. We're here now. There is no going home with our honor. Nothing about this is honorable. I should never have come here with you. Then run, Ari. Run back to the farm like a coward, and we'll deal with Elmendred ourselves. Ari's eyes flicker between you and his brothers. Dejected, he takes 2 steps back. He then turns and walks away. Otar's gaze never leaves you, and his hand clenches around the grip of his axe. So, now we have the options. If you crave a fight so much, there are proper ways to handle this. Or, does your father know you're here, destroying his name? I'm going to go with that option. Odar shifts his weight restlessly as he regards the thanes assembled behind you. He does not. But he will be proud of us when Asleifr is finally our thane instead of you. Asleifr steps forward and draws his weapon. You've gone too far, Otar. There is no honor in this. I must take Elmendred aside here. For a moment, confusion mixes with fright in Odar's eyes, but he quickly composes himself. Fine, we'll kill you all. Then I'll be thane. Well. Combat. Combat is an important aspect of the game. Defeat does not necessarily mean game over. You will usually be able to continue, and the story may change in some cases. During combat, blue hexes appear under your allies, and red hexes underneath enemies. You can select yourself and your warriors, called herdmen, either by clicking on them directly, or by clicking on their portrait. You can make default attacks against enemies by clicking on them when the cursor changes to a sword or an arrow. In addition to normal attacks, remember to use your character's abilities. When the condition for an ability is not met, it will be grayed out. Hovering over the individual abilities will provide information about their use and effects. Alright, so I have Interrupt, not wielding a ranged weapon, Tactical Move, Ready, automatically attacks the first enemy that enters melee range, Maneuvering, gives all enemies 1 more hex of movement for that turn, even if they've spent all their actions. And Ranging Shot, 1 charge left. You're not wielding the right weapon. Okay, well, I'm in the back right now. Kettle is here. I am going to not move him there. Asleifr, there's something in the way there, so I'm going to move you up here. And you have Stun. You can Rebuke. Brace. Your shield does not sustain damage. Restores your shield to mint condition. Let's go ahead and stun this guy, I think. There we go. So he's not going to be able to attack. Oh, status effects. Any status effects applied to a character will show up above the hit points bar. Status effects can last anywhere from a few rounds to several in-game hours. Some are even permanent. Fatigued is one of the more punishing status effects, and will last as long as a character is still tired. Resting during camping will get rid of it for the duration of the character's stamina, so make sure everyone gets their rest if you think you might end up in a fight. To get more information about the status effects, you can click on the info button, and then click on the character, friend or foe, that you want to know about. So we can toggle non-lethal attacks. Non-lethal mode. You just entered non-lethal mode. When you're in this mode, enemies will always become incapacitated instead of dying, but none of your herdmen will perform critical hits. Non-lethal mode is useful if you want to make sure a certain enemy survives. A character's survival may change the story, and some quests may require it. Alright, I think that we are going to go for non-lethal. Let's go ahead and move Elmendretta up here. I can use my mead. Increases strength for 3 turns, used twice for double effect, but this reduces finesse and sense for the rest of the fight. That's fine. Let us just go ahead and attack you. Actions and movement. Around each character's feet is their action ring. Its state is mirrored by the dots at the bottom of their portrait. The inner ring shows whether the character still has an attack action. The outer ring shows you what kind of movement is available to the character. A green and red ring means that you can move within the green area and still attack, or spend your attack action to move all the way to the edge of the yellow area. A yellow and a red ring means that you can attack from where you stand, or convert your attack to extra movement up to the edge of the yellow area. A yellow ring and a gray inner ring means you have no attack action left, but you can still move to the edge of the yellow area. If both rings are gray, it means the character has neither an attack nor movement left. Okay. Let's see. Nafia, let's go ahead and move you here, and I am going to go ahead and have you attack this guy. He's not quite down yet. Kettle, that guy has cover. So I can hit you, and I can hit you. Action already spent. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, let's take this guy out. Incapacitation. An enemy has just fallen. This will likely happen often, both to you and to enemies. When herdmen get incapacitated, they can be revived during combat or left down until the end of the combat. Incapacitated herdmen will automatically get back on their feet after combat. If an enemy is killed, the red hex at their feet will disappear, whereas incapacitated characters will writhe in pain on the ground. If you decide to leave a herdman incapacitated, they risk getting an injury. The longer they stay down, the worse the injury can become. Do your best to keep everyone on their feet, but accept that injuries happen in a fight. Okay, looks like that's about all that we can do. Okay, when this button is active, clicking on any character in combat will display detailed information about them. Alright. Detailed information. To view more detailed information about friend or foe, click on a character while the info button is activated. So Tolstay is 8'4", 10'6", he's got tool axe. I've got Usfifer, 1'4", 8", 10'6", willow bow and tool axe. He's got sharpshooter. Alright, well, let's just end our turn. We'll take some damage probably from this guy. Ow. Alright, so this guy is back up now. Cover. The character has just entered cover. Cover Comes in either high or low cover, which is visualized by shields hovering next to the hexes. When it applies, cover blocks attacks completely. There's no partial cover. You're either in cover or you're not. Cover protects you against ranged attacks from the direction of the space with cover. A character in low cover will automatically stand up to shoot over it, but will also be forced to stand up if an enemy stands next to them. High cover still works if the character is standing, but requires movement to shoot at enemies on the other side. Alright, let's go ahead and hit you there. And I think I'm going to go get in cover. Well, let's see. I can hit you. So I'll go ahead and do that. Nope, missed. He's now harried. He cannot shoot him. Let's go ahead and see about this. Damage 37 to 40. There we go, got a hit. That's good. Right, you've already attacked. Alright, everyone has basically done something, so I am going to... Nope. I'm going to get there. Hopefully that gets me some cut. Well, let's see. Can I move you? No. Alright, let's get you there. And let's get AuldDragon into cover. There we go. Alright, it's fine. You did a tactical move. You can try to get away or something. That's blocked. That's blocked. Let's go attack you. Stand up. And, not quite get knocked out. Well, let's go ahead and take you out. Okay. And let's see. If I move you here, I can hit you. And down he goes. Victory! So Kettle has an existing injury of light trauma to the head. Combat results. Whenever you finish combat, you will see the screen, which has a few vital pieces of information. If a character was injured during combat, any new injuries will be displayed here. They will need to be treated the next time you make camp. Here you will see any items still equipped by your herdmen. If you used any items during combat, it will be shown here as well. Here you will see all the items equipped by each character. Any items that lost durability during the fight will be indicated by a red arrow. I'm guessing that no items would be damaged during this battle because it's essentially a tutorial. Kettle's clothes and Aslafer's armor. Neither Nafia or Elmadretta had armor, though. Otar Erlingsson groans as he tries to sit up on the frozen earth. Kettle walks over to the soundly defeated fighter and kicks his weapon away. There we go. Otar's surviving brothers are slowly getting to their feet as well. None of them has any fight left in them. Nafia regards the survivors with a mixture of disdain and sadness. What do we do with them? Kill options will trigger a lethal takedown. Let them go for now. We'll deal with them another day. Or we can execute them. Let's let them go for now. We'll deal with them well, maybe I shouldn't have done non-lethal combat then. I don't like executing them. I'm not bloodthirsty yet. We'll let them go for now. The brothers pick up their weapons and leave dejectedly. Their pride has suffered a tremendous blow tonight, and it is not likely to be the last you've heard of it. Your guests look on with solemn expressions that don't reveal what they think of this act of mercy. I didn't want this, but you all saw what happened here. These men left me no choice. This is what happens to my enemies. Everyone here would do well to remember that. Anyone who has a dispute with me can observe our customs and challenge me to a duel, but I will not be ambushed at my own feast. I'm going to go with that option. Aslafer steps forward. He looks not the least bit tired from the fight. I supported you here tonight because Otar and his brothers were out of line. It is not the way of our clan to kill each other in drunken brawls. Elmendreda, daughter of Auld, I challenge you to a duel for the position of thegn. An excited murmur rises among the guests. Kettle mutters in a voice too low for anyone other than you and Nafia to hear. Can you believe this, Bikusoner? It's his right to issue such a challenge. His timing could be better, though. Why do you challenge me? Aslafer, son of Grimvarder, I accept your challenge. I will not fight you, Aslafer. I need you at my side. Why do you challenge me? The seat of the thegn should never be passed from father to daughter like a sword or a horse. If our clan is to endure, we must ensure that we are ruled by the strongest and most wise among us. Well, I'm going to accept it. I did say that if someone had issue with me, they could challenge me. So, I accept your challenge. He nods, apparently satisfied. We will meet on Holmgang Island at noon on the morrow. May the gods favor you. Aslafer is no longer following you. Exploration. Click on the compass rose to open the area map. This shows the layout of the area, with points of interest and your current position marked. Okay. And we can scroll around. That's good. Oh, that's good. And we got 10 skill points. So we've got blacksmith, campaign map, burial site, witch's hut, and longhouse. Okay. Discuss your options with Astrator. Can't zoom out any further than I am. An unfinished runestone with only a few grooves carved to contain words. Well, let's talk to Nafia first. Let me fight him. I can handle him myself. I have to take this fight myself. You know that. Yeah, we'll go with this. Nafia's voice almost falters. You have the right to ask another to fight on your behalf. If others see that another warrior is willing to risk her life for you, that is just as worthy of respect as if you beat Aslafer yourself. That is what being a thegn is all about. I may be able to find a way to tip the scales in my favor. That's just not good enough for me. Let's see what happens. It's good to know you've got my back. That's just not good enough for me. I like that option. She sighs. You'll make a great thegn, Elmendreda. Just be sure you stay thegn. Let's talk to this Hrodgerda. Oh. That's an interesting portrait. Dark eyes size you up under elaborately braided hair. There's something mysterious and dangerous about this woman. You made short work of those mules. Woman after my own heart. How's that? Nobody fucks with me and lives. You seem to be similarly inclined. I took no pleasure in that fight. Not pleasure, no, but satisfaction, surely. A well-deserved victory. I'm glad I got a chance to meet you now. I'm sure this won't be the last time we see each other. She holds up her cup in salute, then slithers away into the crowd without asking your leave. And let's talk to Kettle. I can't believe it came to this. A man that bitter, with sons that stupid. It was just a matter of time. What actually happened out here? I heard loud voices and went to take a look. They were all out here with their weapons, having some argument over whether or not to set fire to the hall. I asked them what they were doing. He holds up his hands and smiles weakly. Not at all in a judgmental way. Otar and Toste ganged up on me and laid me out. I really should have been more careful, but for all of old Erlinger's bile over the years, I never thought they would go this far. Thanks for looking out for us. Just wait for us next time. Next time, draw your weapon before confronting the enemy. Let's thank him. Thanks for looking out for us. Kettle grins sheepishly. Of course. Feels like the whole clan has turned against me. These tensions have simmered for a long time. Auld was a controversial thane. Those he angered fear that you won't bring the change they desire. It's not your fault. Let's see. Hopefully Erlinger won't be any more trouble. I have to focus on Asleifer's challenge, or we'll have to deal with Erlinger after the duel tomorrow. We'll go with that option. We were unquestionably in the right tonight, but we dealt a great blow to Erlinger. Time will tell. Is there anyone else we can talk to? I don't think so. Well, as long as I'm out here, I can go loot some stuff. As you explore the world, you'll come across objects that can be looted or interacted with. Some of these are sometimes deliberately hidden. To see which objects can be interacted with, hold down the Highlight All button. Okay, so which is the Highlight All button? I'll take a look. I got some poison, got some grease, and got some honey. Let's go ahead and take all that. All right, let's see. Highlight All. Is there an option in Highlight All in the controls? I do not see a Highlight All option. Maybe it's show info. Aha, that's it. There is one. Let's see, got some tar, got some grease. I'll do a lot of this stuff in between episodes from now on, but it's good to see what we've got available to us. Got some more tar. Sorry, Mother. I just need to loot the homestead, you know. Get all the things. Animal pen flower. I wonder if we can do that quest multiple times again. I'm sure they fixed that. The preview was fun, but a tad bit buggy. It was great. I loved it. Bladder, medicine, and a pole. 10-foot pole. Everyone's favorite dungeoneering tool. Beach flower. I think that's garbage. Let's go take a look at it, though. Those usually don't have anything in them. Yeah, empty. Tar and cloth. Some iron. Wood, tar, and grease. Am I, like, just busting these open? Ooh, got 23 valuables. Well, that one didn't bust open. Some grease. Some iron. Alright, let's see. Any other goodies to find out here? There's some. We'll check that one in a moment. Aw, empty. No. It's terrible. How dare it be empty? How dare it be empty? Alright, that's out to the campaign map. We're not going to do that yet. Roskva the Black. Can't talk to her. I'm looking forward to getting her in the party, though. She was quite fun. That's out to the campaign map as well. Let's see. Any other stuff in here that I missed? Well, let's go ahead and look at that. The Banner of Ribe, erected to proclaim Jarl Ragnhilder's presence. School Skullcleaver's slightly sinister banner announcing Yelling's presence at the funeral. And I don't know why I need to come up for that one, but we will. Halfdander's clan has always been on good terms with yours. Much of their trade goes up the river that runs past your homestead. I guess that is kind of sinister. The banner of your clan ripples gently in the biting winter breeze. Let's get some more loot. I like the loots. Powder. Grease. Empty? Don't do that to me. Salvage! Hey! A trash pile that actually had stuff in it. Used to craft weapons and armor. Can be gained by recycling unused equipment in the inventory. Let's take all that. Nice. Oh, you know what? I bet the reason that they were all empty before was because they hadn't implemented that part of the in the game. That would make sense. That would make sense. Honey and a bladder. Some grease. Let's go ahead and rotate the screen. Rope and herbs. Honey and herbs. And let's see. There we go. I got some tar. Got to rotate the screen just right to get some of this stuff. Powder, honey, and grease. Some more wood. Tar, grease, and honey. And that one was empty. Of course it was. Alright, I don't think we can go into any of the houses yet, or at least we couldn't in the preview, so I'm going to ignore that for the moment. I am going to ignore some of these until I actually have a party. Because one of those gives some experience points, some skill points. And so it's better to have a group of people with you before you do that. Grease and iron, and some cloth. And that is about it. That's all that I see right now. Anyway, now that we've taken care of all of that, we will come back here, and we will talk to Astrader, our mother, in the next episode. See you then, everyone.